looking for you something, ain't no chit chat. Better stay up out the way, don't get your shit splat. Stop, let this shit slide and get your lick back. And get your lick back. Get your lick back. If a nigga owe you something, ain't no chit chat. Better stay up out the way, don't get your shit splat. Stop, let this shit slide and get your lick back. And get your lick back. I feel like I'm JX. J-Way. I'm a perfectionist. Adderall got me restless. I'm gone. Run with a wild crew, they get reckless. Young boy, come up off that neck. Into the trends. See a lead, be the band.
Welcome to Bleachers and Speakers. I'm your host, Joe, and I got my boy B Foster with me. Before we get into this show, I want to remind everyone to please subscribe to Bleachers and Speakers on YouTube. If you've been listening to the show, if you've been watching the show, if you've heard about the show, and you haven't subscribed to Bleachers and Speakers on YouTube, you are wrong. Make sure you check us out on all the aggregators. Anywhere you can hear an audio podcast, you can find us. Just type in Bleachers and Speakers, FFSN, and those are platforms like Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Podcasts. Anywhere you can listen to a podcast, you can find us. Just make sure you find us, follow us, hit the notification bell, so when we drop content, you will get an alert and download those episodes. We like to see where you're at. You can erase them later. You can download them twice. Just erase them. It won't clog up your phone, but we need to know where you're at. Make sure you subscribe to Bleachers and Speakers. Hit the like button, share, comment, all that good stuff. Foster, we have another wait. Monday night game, correct?
Sunday night,
huh? Yeah. We have the Sunday night game. I'm a Sunday 1 o'clock guy, you know what I'm saying? But this is like I said it multiple times on multiple shows. It's what we've been asking for, right? When you're good, when you deserve attention, you get primetime TV. You get flexed. You get the Monday night slots. You get the Sunday night slots. You get the featured football slots. At one point, we were just used to Sundays in the Thanksgiving game. But now you're seeing the lines more on Monday night football, Sunday night football, flexed out. You see that, and it's not just because that the success it's an enjoyable watch. The Lions have been very entertaining over the past few years, if anything else. You can say what you want, overrated, not as good, but we have entertained the masses, not just here in Detroit. So I'm not saying we're America's team or anything like that, but we do draw a crowd when it comes to that primetime game on, because people are watching the Lions nowadays. And what more could be better than facing a team, a Super Bowl, returning Super Bowl champs on primetime football? We have the Eagles, and we're visiting the Eagles. And Foster, I'm going to lead off and say, win or lose, and I'm not making any excuses, win or lose, this is a measuring stick type of game. This will tell us where we are exactly, because at 6-3, a couple of games where it's like, I don't know, I don't know where we stand as far as consistency in this, that, and other. This will be game number 10, and it will tell us right where we are. Foster, how do you feel about that? What I said?
Yeah, I mean, this is probably the second toughest opponent, possibly our toughest opponent since Kansas City, and it's yet another road game. And got somebody.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely an opportunity for us to assert ourselves as a top team in the NFC conference. I mean, I think we're definitely a top team in the NFC regardless, but I think that we can fully stamp ourselves for the time being up until the playoffs with a win. So they're a team that knows how to win. That's for sure. So it's not going to be easy. The world will be watching, but I expect to see a very well prepared team for this game.
Yeah. It looks like we have a guest. He's been at the door. I want you to finish your thought. I want to properly introduce this gentleman. I don't even know. I know he's from Detroit. I'm not sure how big of a fan. I know he's a sports fan. Not sure if he's a Lions fan or not. I'm going to bring him on stage, though. This is my boy, Guap. What's up, Guap?
What up, though? What up, though?
How you doing? How you doing there, sir?
I'm all right. I'm trying to see how to turn my camera on.
Well, we figured out we can keep talking in the meantime. Welcome to Bleachers and Speakers, man. Introduce yourself in the meantime.
What up, though, everybody? I'm CMC Backbone, rapper, actor, and owner about Neighborhood Rap Battle League.
He's also a father, ladies and gentlemen. He's also a father.
Yeah, man, girl, dad.
That's right.
So we just started the show. We're just going to preview this Lions and Eagles game. Let me ask you, Guap, are you a Lions fan?
Yeah, I'm a diehard Lions fan.
Okay, this is good. This is good. This is going to go right. I was hoping because there's a few Michigan people out here that happen to be Green Bay fans, and they're disgusting.
Yeah, man, they got mental health issues, man.
And something is not right. We're gonna get to that. And I'm gonna put it out there. There's a few people you know that are Green Bay. Mitch, Zeke, yes.
That's that Flint water, man. That's what it is, man. That's that Flint water, dog.
Now Cheatham claims to be a Green Bay and a Lions fan. I don't know how that works.
You can't. It's impossible.
It's impossible. It's impossible. So let me ask you this though: are you a Pistons fan as well?
Yeah, I rock with the Pistons. I'm a Detroit fan of every team in the city, bro. I rock with.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Give it up for Guap, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Boss, you know Guap, right?
Absolutely.
And I reached out to Guap the other day. I mean, yesterday, finally. We've been planning on getting Guap on the show. And I also talked to him about Midwest Cyphers, Boss.
Okay.
So we're gonna get him some music, and he said he gonna get his people on there. So it's gonna be a movie, man. We working though. We working. Now back to this Lions matchup. Guap, I'm gonna ask you, man, how you feeling about this matchup versus Philly?
I ain't gonna lie, I like us versus anybody right now.
Hold on a second. There you go. Unmute that. Let me see. Hold on.
Am I good?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
All right, we on.
How you feel about that?
I like us against anybody. I feel like we got an all-around team now, man. We like the elite, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't always considered like an elite team. But I feel like now we at the point where we could win a Super Bowl, bro. We just missing probably a piece or two, a player or two. You know what I'm saying? We just got to make the one move away from actually seeing the chip held in Detroit. So I feel like against any team, we good. Me, myself, personally, I feel like Jalen Hurts is smooth, bro. But I feel like our defense can dominate Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? We could really shut down their receivers for the most part. And then we got a front line that can mess with their front line. You feel me? So the tush push is kind of like an inevitable play, bro, but I feel like people starting to prepare for it a little more. You know what I'm saying?
I think the key to defending the tush push is to keep them off the 1 yard line. If you keep them out of the red zone, you ain't the tush, and keep them out of 3rd and shorts and 4th and shorts, you don't have to worry about that. So if you do what you're supposed to do on 1st and 2nd down and keep them out of the red zone, you're fine. Keeping off the goal line, you're fine. But I think that's one of those plays where it's very, very difficult. I don't care what kind of leverage you got. When you got a strong offensive line and you got people pushing the running back from behind, it's just, that sounds crazy. Pause. But that was wild. But, it's just hard. It's very difficult to defend. They say the low man wins, but that play is just, it's very difficult to defend. It's easier said than done. The best way is to keep them out of those situations. Keep them at 3rd and long and keep them off the goal line. And you can go ahead, Fosh.
I got a question for Guap. So you said that we a player or two away. and to being a Super Bowl team, does that mean that this year is not the year, being that we already passed the trade deadline?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. So look, bro, when we finally won a playoff game, bro, I was there at that game, and that atmosphere was like amazing. And that was supposed to be the year. You know, I feel like honestly, we kick the field goal, we at least go to the big game. You know, um, now, bro, I just feel like, man, we just missing something, and I can't really tell you exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like us losing our coordinator is gonna make a big difference. You know what I'm saying? Like we had put it to you like this. When the Bulls was winning, they had their whole conglomerate together at all times. Like they had the same coaching staff, the same, you know what I'm saying, core. They kept it together. When you start playing in the kitchen and mixing up the ingredients, you can't expect it to taste the same. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I feel like we should have kept Zadarius. I do feel like that. I feel like we should have kept him. I feel like that was a big fumble because he wasn't asking for much. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we should have kept him. And it's just like as a Lions fan throughout my whole life, I'm 31, bro. But I just always feel like during free agency, trade deadline time, we never go get somebody that's gonna make a huge impact. Like, yeah, now we got more of a I feel like the team we got right now is the equivalent of the '04 Pistons in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like we got a lot of significant role players, bro. We got people that's good at what they do. And I just feel like this year, just because of the coaching staff situation, like how Dan Campbell had to go back to calling the plays from the OC, bro. I just feel like with stuff like that, it's like it's not evenly spread right now. So I just feel like once they figure that out, we there. But if we make it there, I'll be happy this year. But I still, I'm rolling with the Lions no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, so you did kind of say that you don't know exactly, you don't even know what particular position we need. You just know that we not all the way complete right now.
me myself, I believe that either we need a more ball demanding receiver, you know what I'm saying, somebody to complement St. Brown or somebody that makes St. Brown a two, or
Mm.
or like an elite corner, elite corner. Like I personally feel like we had Sauce, we would be there. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, that
Like
would be
that
crazy.
that's what I just feel like. Y'all let Sauce and Indiana good right now. The
Yeah.
Jets gonna regret that. I just feel like maybe we should have put that call in and be like, hey, what's up with Sauce? Bring him to the crib. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that would have been big. That would have been big for the crib. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned Zadarius Smith, and I myself, we know what happened with him. He retired abruptly, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't think he retires if he's here for some odd reason.
It's something.
I don't know, man. I
Different.
just think
It's
if he was
different.
here, he'd still be in the lineup. Like
I agree.
Definitely.
I don't know what it is, man. I'm thinking it was more so the situation in Philly because he didn't get a lot of tick. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was a 1-year deal. Am I correct?
Probably. Yeah, I would think so.
So it was like I think if he was in Detroit, he'd still be here. But
And did you see they went out and got Jair Alexander, and then he is taking time away? Like, what's going on in Philly?
no. Jair Alexander is playing for Baltimore.
Yeah, he in Baltimore. Right now.
No. So they went out. Hold on. Now I gotta look because now.
No, because I did see something about a trade that happened.
Yeah, bro. He went to Philly, bro.
They showed him in a Ravens uniform, so I might be thrown off.
No. So he started the year.
Yeah. That's why I said I might be thrown off.
But it says stepping away from football after a trade to new team. Yeah, he went to Philly, bro.
L Rob 5657, welcome to the show. He says, in a high leverage game, give me the Eagles all day long. They've been through the wars and understand how to win. That matters in the NFL. I respect this opinion.
It's respect.
I ain't gonna go off on a tangent. You know what I'm saying?
That's like saying. And that's like saying Patrick Mahomes supposed to win every game he play because he know how to win it. You know what I'm saying? So that I understand where you was getting at with it, but if you think about it in broader spectrum, no, bro, you can't even put it. That don't make sense because every game is different. We don't watch teams that was 0-15 win the game. You know what I'm saying? When everybody thought they wasn't gonna win nothing. You know what I'm saying? So we watch weak teams beat good teams. I feel like a lot of times it's the element of surprise on games because a lot of people underestimate their opponent. And then I think that sometimes it's just the game, bro. It's how the game play. No game is the same.
Rob said the only two teams I trust in the NFL are the Chiefs and the Eagles. Okay.
Or you trust the refs, which is kind of the same thing.
Is
that Leo Rob from Flint?
I don't know. Where you from, Rob?
Maybe not. Maybe I'm just
before we do that. Before we get into the next subject, let's take a quick commercial break. If you're watching, give us about 10 seconds. If you're listening, you're going to hear some wonderful ads. We are back. We got my boy Guap in the building, man. Thanks again for joining us. We are talking Detroit Lions versus the Eagles. Got my boy L Rob. He said all these other teams are frauds.
Wow.
Gosh, that's a strong take. And you know what? I'm a strong take fan. I mean, I like to hear, takes like these, but are you really sure of the Chiefs? Like, they started off 0-2. They got blew out in the Super Bowl, and you believe in them. Nah, okay. I guess. But if you look at the entire AFC, I can understand why, though. Because right now, do you believe in the Bills? They're Jekyll and Jekyll. You don't know what you're going to get out of Buffalo any given week. They just lost to Miami, like badly.
Yeah.
Do you believe in the Colts? This is they're out of nowhere, and they're winning. But these are the strongest teams in the AFC, and you have the Chiefs. So, do you believe in the Chargers? You never know what you're going to get with the Chargers. So I get it on AFC, but Philly's proven. I get that, but there's other teams in the NFC that are proven.
X.
So,
I get where he's going with that, though. The thing is, with the Chiefs myself, I feel like that dynasty is starting to dwindle down. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, a lot of people are maybe is becoming past their prime, getting older, however it may be. I just feel like, they had a good run. But I just feel like, when it comes to sports, if you take the refs out the equation, the game is the game. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like with what they got right now over there in KC, I don't see them. Actually, I don't see them going back to the chip, to be honest with you. Now, I do think that Indianapolis is a fluke right now. I don't see them going all the way either.
Yeah.
But Daniel Jones been shocking the hell out of me. Like,
Daniel Jones is
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought he was a scrub in New York. I think it's just probably New York then, bro. It might just be New York, man, because I don't know, man. But New York got to figure out what they got going on too, man. But as far as them, I like what they doing over there in Indianapolis, man. I like the running game right now. The rebirth of Daniel Jones, even the ownership. You know how she down there with the clipboard doing her thing. I think that's like kind of lit. You know what I'm saying? Because as a professional in anything, man, it's like people can't give you an opinion if they don't know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got an opinion that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But if you got some valid points, you out there in the field with us per se, then I can look at what you said from a different perspective because you in the mud with us too. You know what I'm saying? So, but as far as the Chiefs, man.
Yeah. I mean, Chiefs always have a chance with Mahomes. So I give you that. I mean, the more I think about his statement, I mean, it's a lot of teams that you can't put a lot of faith in both leagues there. Sure. Joseph Hostin says the Lions will be able to run the ball and stop the Eagles from running. I'm going to say this: if Jahmyr Gibbs gets off, we're a tough out. It does. If we can run the ball. Rob says y'all have a good team, but haven't won anything ever. What makes you think you're going into Philly to beat the champs? Got to be objective. I don't think the past has anything to do with what's going to happen on Sunday night. I just don't. Teams that have not won anything ever doesn't mean that they can't go into Philly and win.
Philly went a long time without winning a championship. A long time. They had Donovan McNabb. They had Michael Vick. They had all type of dudes.
Randall Cunningham for years. They had.
Yeah.
We can go back and talk about some Philly teams, but
I think Philly is punching way over their weight right now. They know how to win. They are 7-2, but there has been a major decline from Saquon Barkley, and I think that's been a big part of their offense. You know, Jalen Hurts was never built to throw for 300 yards per game. So when you take away, you know, he ran for 2,000 yards last year. He only has one game where he ran for over 100 yards, and I think that although they've been extremely strong in the red zone, which has a lot to do with the tush push and the fact that Saquon can get the few yards necessary. But it's really hurt them extending drives on third down because they have so many third and less than more than manageable. So I mean, they played well, but there's not one particular part of the team right now that's excelled. They're off. Their defensive line has been a carousel. They had to go out and get Phillips. Zadarius Smith retired. Brandon Graham is like 40. He came back. He's from the city. We that's cool, but but that's an old man out there. So so yeah, it's a very winnable game, but we got to play it like it's a big game. It's gonna be a tough task going into Philly.
Joseph Hostin says the Eagles haven't looked that great, but they do win. That's facts. The Eagles always, LaRob said the Eagles always win in big games. The Colts are frauds too. Kind of like the Chiefs last year, really good at situational football.
Yeah, they were shaky last year.
All these teams are regular season heroes. When they get in the playoffs, they will fold. It definitely matters. Pedigree does not. You still got to line up and play football, man.
I got a question. All right, so this year the Eagles lost to 2 suck teams. So with that being said, what makes you feel like that the Lions don't have a legitimate chance on whooping on them? You know what I'm saying?
He said they win the big games though. He said they lost to the Giants and they lost to who else?
Denver.
They lost to Denver.
Denver is good though.
Denver on the come up, man. Denver on the come up, man. I think
they 7-2 too.
My thing is this, right? If you want a base of who's going to win Sunday night because the Lions have never done anything, that's wild.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it sounds good, and I can't really argue with you, but yeah.
I mean, it's just a matter of talking. I mean, it's not about an argument. It's just like, if that's what you're basing it on, you still got to line up and play football at the end of the day. You could have a team like the Jets go play Philly, who haven't won anything, but if you don't line up and play football, you're going to get upset.
Thanks.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter who it is. You know what I'm saying? You still have to line up and play football regardless of their pedigree. If you go by pedigree during the season, I can understand that. But we're talking about what they have never done. That's crazy. Kind of crazy. Tim Lyons. She said, "Stay with me, man. I'm talking about big games, the high leverage." I'm trying to understand what you're saying. I mean, so
basically, they don't lose to good teams, is what he's saying.
Yeah, he's not. He's saying that the part about them losing to the Giants is an irrelevant point because of the big games.
I guess that's a division game isn't a big game. I got you.
a division rival.
That's a good point. That's touche.
I guess, man.
It's hindsight too, because that was early in the year, but we didn't even really know that the Giants were.
Let me ask you, yet. For the Eagles, how big of a game is this? Is it really a good big game? It's not a division game.
That's another. I mean, it's against another. It's against another.
Against a team that hasn't done anything. So why is that a big game?
Because we prime time now. This ain't the old Lions, man.
It is prime time. But it is prime time though. So that might...
from his vantage point, we've never won anything. Why is it a big game? If you go by what LaRob says, we never won anything. Why is it a big game?
I remember when Tony Gonzalez was playing for the Chiefs. You feel me? They wasn't winning then. You feel me?
Yeah, they was terrible.
And we wasn't like, oh yeah, the Chiefs gonna do this. They had to win for us to believe in them, bro. So anybody could win, in my opinion. It's football, bro. You feel me? And then the thing about the playoffs is a one and done. You don't get game 7. Anything can happen. Play call and somebody be at the wrong. Just imagine this. The year before last, when the Eagles lost, it was one call that caused them the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It was one call that caused them the Super Bowl. So when you look at it from that perspective, if one call could change everything.
Who said experience doesn't matter? Never said that.
To the past. I'm talking about the past. How you said the past doesn't matter.
It has nothing to do that. Yesterday's Lions that didn't do anything isn't this team. So that experience is different. Didn't say it didn't matter. The Eagles have won at Arrowhead, Lambeau, Tampa Bay, Minnesota, and beat the Rams by 20 in the second half. Again, pedigree. Was that
sound
all?
like a bunch of stuff we did though? We won in Arrowhead. We beat Green Bay the last 3 years. We lost this year. We beat Tampa Bay. We beat Minnesota many times. We won in Did we win LA? We won in Detroit. No, we won them.
We haven't lost a division.
Both those games were in Detroit. But anyways,
last year we didn't lose a division game. We went 15-2 last year.
Right.
But it doesn't mean. But I don't go by last year's record to see what's going to happen Sunday night.
Yeah, it's an important game for us to win because there's a lot of Philly people. Like I said, one of my right hand men is a huge Philly fan, and I'm not gonna live to hear the end of it if we lose this game. So these are games that we gotta win. Otherwise, nothing else will matter. I'm not okay. I won't say nothing else will matter, but
let me answer this, Rob. Rob asked this year. I'm talking about what are your big wins this year in Baltimore? It's a big win. Versus a hot team in Chicago. That was
Tampa was a big one.
Tampa Bay was a big win.
Yeah.
So
we had a couple of them.
It's just just a couple. But your next statement is going to be they're not big wins. They're not good teams. Okay. There we go.
There I knew he was going to say that.
I know you, Rob. I know you. And I take it that Rob's a Philly fan. I mean, a Eagles fan.
Might be the green background.
Hey, when we win, I need to come back up here. I want to see what Rob got to say.
Hello, man. You already know.
I need to see.
But
man.
You know what? I love this from Rob. I love this energy. I love it. I mean, it's not and it's we talking football. It's gonna be like that. I'm just saying we got to be objective. You're not being objective though, brother. I feel you. Well, I think we all have to be objective, and that includes you too, sir. And he said, I'll come back. Man, please come back.
We're gonna have a talk. And I don't want to hear nothing about no refs. I don't want to hear about no load management. I don't want to hear about no injuries. I want to hear about the final score. That's it.
And Rob, win or lose, please come back. If Philly wins, come back, talk your shit.
Talk your ish.
We're gonna have fun.
I listen to it myself, man.
I mean, we'll all chop it up. It's like you said, it's all in fun. And I appreciate you being here.
For sure.
I appreciate you being here. This is dope. I have a Philly fan here. That's dope. So if the Lions win at the Eagles, does that discount Philadelphia's win? I don't know what it does. We have to ask Rob that. You know what I'm saying? Because
what do we mean by discount the win though? Like, what you mean by that?
I think he's kind of like being.
Yeah, that was for Rob. Yeah, it's going to be great game for the fans. Yes, absolutely.
It's a good game, man.
Gibberish music. These are people I haven't seen before. So
I like this. Is this Guap bringing his people in?
Right, man, this is the Guap effect, man. You put money on the flow, and things change when you put money on the flow. We got Guap in the building. Yeah, golf about to go off.
Yeah, man.
I hope so.
Golf about to go crazy, man. Golf about to. Hey, so I got a question for y'all, man.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
Let's just say hypothetically, and I don't want to speak no bad juju in there, but let's say hypothetically, golf don't get it done, man. How many more years do we give him before we start planning towards the future?
That's a great question.
How many years left on his contract? A whole bunch, right? 4 or 5.
Well, it's not about the contract. It's about the quarterback gets the blame, right?
Right.
you lose the big game, the first thing they look at is what did your quarterback do? Now, Goff was pretty much pointed out versus when he was with the Rams and didn't win the Super Bowl. And
Yeah.
like, we don't have that quarterback to win the Super Bowl. He's not it, right? Trade him to Detroit early in his career. Not, you know what I'm saying? It was predominantly early.
It's
And
like 4 years in or something like that.
yeah. You know, usually a number one draft pick gets a second contract with that team. They don't get traded away. You draft a quarterback number one, he's your franchise for a while, usually.
Number one.
Especially if he gets you to the Super Bowl. But they decided that's not it. Now, loss versus San Francisco in the playoffs. Who do we point at? Not me and you, Foster, but it was questions. Is Goff the person for the job?
The San Francisco one, I think they put on Josh Reynolds or whatever his name.
Me and you put it on Josh Reynolds.
He was playing crazy. Yeah,
it was like we need a mobile quarterback. We need this kind of quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So, fast forward to versus the Redskins. Goff doesn't have the greatest game. He actually threw a pick six, a couple of interceptions. You know what I'm saying? There was always questions about how far this guy is going to get you. And so if it happens again, which brings to what Guap is saying, when is it time to make a move? And Foster, I'll let you answer that.
Oh boy. I mean, I'd have to see how it actually played out. I mean, if it's directly contingent upon something that Goff did, I mean, I don't even know about how to attack that as far as whether it's the draft or whether it's like going out and trading for somebody. Like, I guess I don't know, because I think even if you draft somebody, it's not going to be in the top 10 because the team is too good. The team's going to go to the playoffs. They're going to get a teen to 20 type pick. So, I don't know. It's something that people haven't really hasn't been in the forefront of people's conversation. So I couldn't even tell you. He's been regular season wise, he's been extremely good. Like I'm talking about 5 incompletions per game, 300 yards type good. So I don't know. It certainly hasn't been in the forefront of my thoughts.
So the reason I asked that question is because I feel like the end goal is the chip. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We watched Philly get a chip with Nick Foles. You know what I'm saying? When Carson Wentz grinded it out. So anybody could get. It's a plug and play system wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, all right, you didn't get the job done over there. Then Stafford went over there and got it done. Right? You got the team built around you. We got a phenomenal team, and it's really kind of built around you. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool what you're doing in the regular season, but Phillip Rivers was good in the regular season. He don't got a ring. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at stuff like that, it's like we need a chip, especially in Detroit. Like I wouldn't say thirsty because that's like kind of a negative way to go about it, but we need a chip. You know what I'm saying? As far as the Detroit Lions franchise, we need one. And I don't know about y'all, man, but I know some old heads that just old heads, man, and they want to see that happen before they not longer here, man. And,
right.
and the more you know what I'm saying? So the more time we giving somebody on some just being nice, when we know it's somebody that's probably on the second team, you know, that's probably doing their thing that might come in and do the Brady. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, you know, you can't always be scared of who's else out there because it's always a new quarterback every day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's true. That's true.
You said Nick Foles won it off of Carson Wentz back. Like those are two dudes. Though even Carson Wentz is somebody that's not considered upper echelon, top notch. So like, I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into that. Of course, I'm sure they had a pretty good defense and all that. But you're right though. We can't get too complacent and be like, oh, but we love Jared Goff. The Jared Goff chant, Jared. You know what I mean? Like we gotta keep things in perspective and know that. You know, just simply making it to the playoffs, first round buys and all that's cute, but you got to at least get back to the big game. So, he's got high,
and that feeds into Rob's point too. Like, you know, when he says big games, he's talking about those first round at-home playoff games that you lost last year. He's talking about getting to the championship, and we've won one playoff game. So maybe he's reflecting upon that, as far as experience, as far as being there. We've won one playoff game, and we haven't been to a Super Bowl. Two playoff games, but we haven't been to a Super Bowl. So
Correct.
and in that light, I get exactly what he's saying. But I do not think that it plays into what's going on, what's going to happen Sunday night. I think they still, both teams, regardless of their pedigrees, got to line up and play football any given Sunday. And I'm gonna stand on that one. So two different perspectives, but I do understand what he's saying.
And then I gotta add this too. I feel like the Lions is equally on paper. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we kind of match up right there, like damn near identical. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I just feel like, bro, we got. My bad, I got a phone call, but it's gonna be a good game either way. I just feel like, right now, man, we kind of need to win more. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like who this game actually matters to more, I feel like we need it more because proving that we could beat them in regular season shows that we could beat them in the playoffs. And that's the mentality we need to have going into playoffs. Like, we whooped y'all, we could do it again. Whereas opposed to they probably slighting us if we don't. You know what I'm saying? And you know how that goes, man. So I just feel like beating them gonna show where we at this year, period. You know what I'm saying? And they could lose to us just like we could lose to them. But I just feel like, if you ask me, if I had to put my head on the guillotine about it, man, we winning this game.
Yeah, I do agree with that point, Guap. Like, I think the Lions need to win this game more than Philly. They don't have anything to prove because of their recent success, and they've won big games. They just beat Green Bay in Green Bay, and it looked kind of dominant.
It was close though. It was close though.
Well, I'm talking about from a defensive standpoint, they couldn't do anything. Green Bay couldn't move the ball at all. And you had where we went into Green Bay, and it was a clunker.
Oh yeah, you're right about that.
So you know what I'm saying. So I think this is a bigger game for us. Like, especially I just think this is a bigger game for us, and this is more like a measuring stick. Philly know who they are. Philly knows their shortcomings. They lose this game, they're what, 6-3 or 7-3?
7-3.
They're 7-3, and that's and given the division that they're in, they're going to be okay.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying? We lose this game, we're 6-4 with teams that are scratching to take over, because we've won the division 2 years in a row. You got Green Bay and you got the Bears, who I hate to mention in this race, and we just lost to Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? So, and they play each other. Minnesota and Bears play each other. So this is a bigger game for us than it is Philly, because if Philly loses, they just go win the next one, and this game is going to be forgotten about. We lose this game, we're going to be thinking about, we're 6-4, and those teams are on our backs, and we have to do something. It's going to be kind of crazy around here. Joseph Hostin says Josh Allen's really good. Lamar Jackson is really good. 0 Super Bowls to show. Wins and losses aren't a QB stat.
But that's how you remember it, though. That's the thing about Josh Allen, bro. He can't get over the hump. And that's what the same as Lamar. That's what we judged them on. If they was to end their careers today, we will always talk about the fact that they didn't get over the hump. Like, honestly, Josh Allen is a phenomenal quarterback. Lamar Jackson is a phenomenal athlete. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they call him a choke artist. This man be MVP all the time, but what he getting now, he a choke artist. Now, you know what I'm saying, y'all bashing him, but you know what I'm saying? So make it make sense. That's what you get judged on in football, period, bro. If you can lead your team to a championship, and if you can't, then you just a good player. You know what I'm saying? Period.
This is how unfair that is, right? The quarterback is going to be the scapegoat. There were games versus Kansas City where Josh Allen went crazy. The back and forths, and Mahomes won in a miracle. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, even though Josh Allen's stats were elite in some of those games, nobody pointed at the defense. They said he can't win the big one. It's kind of unfair, but you're going to blame the quarterback. I don't care if he has a magnificent game. They're going to blame the quarterback. And I'm going to give you another example. Jalen Hurts, they played Kansas City 2 years ago when they lost in the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts had one mistake. That was the fumble. Rob can attest to this. Philly probably should have won that game. Jalen Hurts didn't play bad at all. He played very good. But you know who they said couldn't win the big one? Jalen Hurts. So it's crazy. It's a shame. It's a shame.
I mean, they get. I mean, it can be not fair, but they get paid the most, and at the end of the day, for the most part, they win the MVPs in those Super Bowls.
Hey,
you got your hand on the ball. Like, obviously, you're not out there playing corner defending the receiver, but you got your hand on the ball every play. So
yeah.
you hold the opportunity to make or break the team. So, I mean, hey.
Yeah. That it comes with the territory.
It's what you sign up for.
Then on top of that, you gotta always remember, man, like for the most part, footballers play with a helmet and a visor on. You know what I'm saying? People don't know nobody. They know the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, every quarterback on every team, whether good or bad, is known. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing about it. And when y'all doing good, you take all the credit. They don't say, hey, the O-line was phenomenal. It's you had a good passing game, you know what I'm saying? So you take the good with the bad. And I just feel like in the case of both of them, I just feel like you gotta look at it like this. In Lamar's case, being the MVP and not getting to the Super Bowl is kind of like, come on now. And that's where the argument is, like, is it the big game? You know what I'm saying? Or is it the ideal of the structure of the playoffs? Like that one and done, that one, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Then you start to question stuff like, because you could win games, and then Lamar, it ain't like Lamar, in his case, he don't always have like the best records going into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's like, look, bro, if you can't get over the hump, you either need to be vocal about what you need to throw to, who you need on your team, what you need on your team, because you're the leader. If you're the leader, you need to go in there and make some. But the thing about football, you go in there and make those type of demands, you could be out of the league, you know. So it's touchy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I gotta read this one by Joseph Austin. He said, by that logic, Trent Dilfer is better than Dan Marino. Come on, I would never fix my lips to say anything.
I don't think we said better. We just said that you will be remembered. We love Dan. Everybody loves Dan Marino, but he is also known as the one that never won a Super Bowl. Yeah, not to say that there's one's better than the other, or one's in the Hall of. Well, we know one's in the Hall of Fame and one's not, but you will be remembered for that ring. That Trent Dilfer can walk through a Baltimore stadium any day he wants to, because he was that.
But let me ask you this though, and this doesn't happen at much, where you'll see someone like Trent Dilfer win a Super Bowl but not very good.
Nick Foles.
It happens. It doesn't happen that
often. Sparingly.
You know what I'm saying? There's another quarterback that comes to mind that won a Super Bowl and just wasn't that. I'll get back. Chicago Bears 84, 85.
Yeah.
Jim McMahon.
Yeah. Those deep, I'm telling you, those deep, because obviously Trent
Dilfer defenses carried those teams.
Eli and the Giants.
Who?
Eli and the Giants.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
I thought
he
Eli
won two, though.
Decent, I thought Eli's was way better than Trent Dilfer. I tell you that.
Yeah, definitely.
If we're going by numbers. T Lions, my boy Tim says, doesn't matter about any of this. We know Brady is the GOAT when it comes to Super Bowl. Until someone has more Super Bowl wins, all this other stuff is little stuff.
Man, that's that Michael Jordan, LeBron syndrome, man. You can't do that, bro. Because then you don't enjoy the game going further. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like, and this analogy is like betting on FanDuel. You know what I'm saying? Like watching a game. You ain't watching it for the love of the game no more. You know what I'm saying? And in this case, of course, Brady is Brady, bro. We can't ever argue that. Brady came and did something phenomenal, but Brady is now sportscasting. And now we expect Patrick Mahomes to be Brady. So we put pressure on Patrick Mahomes, and when he falls short, oh, you're not Brady. That's because we shouldn't be comparing them. It's the new generation of quarterbacks. ideally as a fan, you will probably want to see somebody else win the Super Bowl, then a repeat, you know what I'm saying, a repeat champion. And I feel like, like, cause it get boring. Then you start to think, is the game rigged? What's up with the cap space? What's up with all this? Cause if we keep seeing the same people winning and our team ain't winning, we like, damn, bro, y'all need to we need to go holler at Brad or something. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it keeps the game fresh when we get to see new faces and new teams and new franchises and new cities become blossom overnight. I think that's the joy in the football.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that. LaRob says we live in a fantasy football league. When I was growing up, it was about winning, and that's how you measure success, not stats. That's a strong take. Yeah.
Richard Dent, who was that?
He's one of the best defensive ends that ever played the game, man. Richard Dent was the MVP that year. That 46 defense, man, that Chicago defense was like none other.
Didn't they name it a Bear defense after that? I think it's called the Bear.
No, man, that was Buddy Ryan's defense that played that year. Buddy Ryan was the defensive coordinator. It was his 46 defense that he made famous. He just happened to have good pass rushers with it. So Brad Johnson had a pretty good defense too. Great take. I'm sorry. Tim Lyon says, hold on, did you just ask who Richard Dent was, Foster?
Bro, what year was that?
85.
Come on now.
Yeah, man.
You said you 31. Okay. You know who Richard Dent is?
I just Googled him.
Yeah, me too. Seems like a pretty good guy.
Yeah, man. They say he did he was a Bear. That's probably why I don't know who he is. Care about him.
Yeah.
None of us are Bear fans. We can all agree on that.
I mean, you had to be there. That's all. Boss, Guap, we're getting close to the end. Do you have any predictions? Versus Eagles. Sunday night.
Let me put my parlay in my head real quick. I got the Lions winning. Think Goff gonna go for about 200, 250. I think the run game gonna be kind of what wins us the game. I feel like it might be close, but I feel like our run game is gonna whoever running back get off. So if Saquon have a good game, then But I feel like if we get that run game going, it's gonna be hard to stop, especially if we can get. I want to get J-Mo going because I feel like J-Mo is the equivalent of Devontae Smith, in my opinion, man. I just feel like they don't know how to use him. And he probably better, bro. They just don't know how to use him, bro. So I feel like if we can get J-Mo going, man, it's going to be a good game regardless, man. But I feel like the defense going to shut shit down and the Lions going to win.
Foster, I know you don't do scores and predictions like that, man. But
I'm going to do one, though. I'm going to do one.
Okay, Foster, who you got winning Sunday night?
Can y'all see this? I thought Guap was going to do it, so I wanted to have mine written and ready. 28-24. It's backwards. 28-24 Lions.
Okay.
28-24.
I think it's going to be a low scoring affair.
Me too. I ain't gonna lie.
But yeah, I was thinking that too, but I don't know.
I want to say
we don't have too many of those. I feel like
I want to say 17-13 Lions.
That low? Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of low. You got to think about it, man. Goff going out there to air that thing out, period. It's going to be a shootout. The thing about when you play against Goff, you got to match him yard for yard. You have to. Every quarterback in the league, you got to throw. You got to throw that thing. So, matter of fact, I'm saying Goff going for 300 now. I changed my mind. 300. I'm standing on it.
I will say this. That Philly defense plays much better when the lights are on. When they're in prime time, that defense, that they play a lot better than advertised. So I think it's going to be a low scoring affair. And there's one more thing I want to talk about, Foster. I forgot about it. Did you hear anything about John Morton and where Dan Campbell is taking over for play calls the rest of the season? Have you heard any of that?
I don't know if it's going to be the rest of the season. Probably should be, especially if he has another good week of calling plays. But and someone said it, I can't remember who it was. It seemed like Dan Campbell took over just to get J-Mo involved. I mean, Johnny Morton blatantly came out and said that I failed him. And then 1 week later, Dan Campbell takes over and he has a great game. So it's pretty obvious there was one particular drive where it was literally nothing but J-Mo. And and a major testament to Goff, because they St. Brown explained it. There was a particular play where Dan Campbell's getting the calls off, and the audio from the coach to the quarterback cuts off at 15 seconds, and Campbell got off about half of the play, and Campbell looked like angry or frustrated or like anxious in the midst of the play, and it was because he didn't get the entire play off. Goff knew the play so well that he heard half of it, knew what the play call was, touchdown J-Mo. So I'm thinking that J-Mo will be a big part of the offense the remainder of the season, and that may be just due to the fact that Dan Campbell knows what plays the calls. Now, why John Morton can't make these calls, I don't know, but yeah, Dan Campbell for the foreseeable future is going to be handling that.
Oh, and we are without Sam Laporta.
Sam Laporta, Terrion Arnold, Kirby Joseph, and Josh Pasquale, who's been out the whole season. But Davenport is questionable. Miles Frazier is questionable, and so is DJ Reed. There's actually a lot of people questionable. Rodrigo is questionable too.
I don't think Reed plays.
Yeah.
I don't think Davenport plays.
And Frazier,
I don't think Miles Frazier is going to play. Too big of a game.
Yeah, Kirby and Terrion, though. That's two big ones, though.
Yeah. So, Foster, you want to put a bow on this before we get up out of here?
Got to win the trenches. Got to keep them out of the red zone. They're tough in the red zone. Run the ball.
Run the ball. I agree. I think if we run the ball and run the ball successfully, we'll win this game. But it's going to be tough. Guap, you have any closing words? Tell the people who you are. Let's get into that, man. Because
the people that missed the beginning.
Yeah.
All right. I'm CMC Guapo, man. I'm a rapper, actor, and a battle rap league owner in the city. I don't know. I do a lot of community work, man. I'm a violence prevention and interventionist. I do harm reduction, so I train the city on Narcan. I'm on Detroit Health Equity Council, so I do a little bit of everything. So, I'm saying? I'm one of those jack of all trades, man. But I like to call myself the Detroit Nate Dogg. I'm really known for my bread and butter is my sound is uniquely different. And as far as the battle rap thing, y'all can tap in with me on YouTube, CMC Guapo, Neighborhood Rap Battle League, man. I'm a people's people, so man, tap in with me. I talk back.
Foster put me up on a banger you got. It's got 100 and some odd views. Which song was that, Guap?
Flight Mileage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Flight Mileage.
Go check out Flight Mileage on YouTube by CMC Guapo, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, that was a banger. Foster played that. I'm like, this got 100 some odd views.
Got the Rolls Royce or whatever luxury vehicle he had.
Yeah, man. I've been doing music for the last 7 years, man. I took some time off to grow my league. You know what I'm saying? But for what I feel like what I've already been preparing myself for as far as my journey, I gave myself that grace, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I've been doing music for a while, man. I used to be managed by T Grizzly Auntie until she got killed. So the night she got killed, we was in the studio together. So that was my foot in the door right there. That kind of hold on, yank, So I've been building from that for the most part, but I still been going strong though, as far as I keep putting up the numbers, I keep elevating, I keep networking, I keep, just trying to develop who I am. So when that time comes for me, I'll be ready for it,
That's what's up, man. We're going to get out of here. Guap, do not go nowhere. Stay backstage for a second. Make sure that y'all subscribe to Bleachers to Speakers on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to Midwest Ciphers. Make sure you subscribe to Corner to Copa and check out CMC Guapo on YouTube. Check his YouTube channel out and see what he got going on. Neighborhood Battle League. Yeah, that'll do it for today.
Get your lick back. If a nugget gon' do something, ain't no chit chat. Better stay up out the way, don't get your shit splat. Stop letting shit slide and